So, now that we're in the car, there are no start-stop buttons, no keys or anything like that, we just have this. So as long as this is in the car somewhere, often goes down there for me, and you're sat in it, it's up and running. Foot on the brake, and then the dial spins around, and then you've got your speed on the left-hand side here, and then on the right-hand side of the circle you've got this orange line, and this will increase to go up to orange when you are using power, and then it comes down here into green when you're putting energy back into the batteries again. So that's on regeneration. So you shouldn't really need to drive it with the brakes, only in an emergency or you need to come to a complete stop. So into drive, and that's it, it's going. It's the world's quietest car, so I'll shut all these windows up so you can experience that. And here we go.
Indeed.
That is totally silent. That's beautiful.
Has everyone got their seatbelts on? This is exactly where we are at the moment, in fact. You can see the massive Waitrose facility you guys have got here.
I think my TV's a little bit smaller than this dashboard.
That's widescreen.
So everything is controlled on there. So at the moment I've got standard radio on here, but we've got complete internet, FM, AM, DAB, Spotify, everything like that is all on here. Navigations we've seen. Energy, we can kind of talk about that a bit once we're out and about and you'll see how that's used. Full web browser, of course. And I will leave the camera running at the rear. Let's get out of the way of this car. And this is about as loud as it gets. So the loudest thing is the indicator. Well, of course, if you turn the air conditioning on, someone mistook that for the motor the other day.
Oh, my back's getting warm. It's got a heated seat.
It does indeed. Your neck's going to get warm in a second now as well.
Oh! What's the actual 0 to 60 time of this vehicle?
It's rated at 4.2, but it's faster than that. So there are different versions as well in terms of Performance and Performance Plus, which add different wheels and tyres to the option, and different anti-roll bars and things to really improve the handling of the car. So it matches its performance now. So there's a little road up here we can go to, and as I think I've said to you earlier on today, when you're doing 60, 50 miles an hour and you put your foot down, you have that same kick again. But because there are no gears to go through or anything like that, you don't have those kicks that you normally would, so you only have that one bolt of acceleration, and you really have to monitor your speed because it gets up there very quickly.
And this car, how far can it go on a charge?
It's rated at 300 miles, but of course that depends how you use it. You can get more than that quite easily.
But 300 miles is a long way.
Yeah, in Norway a guy's gone 471 rather.
Crikey, yeah.
If you sit on the motorway and you put it on cruise control to 55 or whatever speed you want to travel at, then yes, you will actually be able to monitor the gradients that you've been travelling, because of course it's only going to use more energy when it's going up or use less when it's going downhill. But it's much more to do with your driving style. So here for example, when I'm showing you what the car can do, you'll see the energy peaks will spike up and we will not be getting too far. So if we continue to drive the way we're driving in a second, then we'll only get maybe 100 miles out of the range, but not many people drive at this kind of pace.
That really pushes you back.
So as you can see now, we're into green, so all of that energy, obviously we used a lot getting to that speed, but it's now putting a lot of that back into the system again as well. It makes for a really interesting drive as well. You start, one thing that people always mention about getting in the car is you don't have the sound, but you've got these other things that you can play around with and really enjoy the car in another way. Obviously there's no gear shifting or anything like that, so it's just such a nice, easy, relaxing drive, or a very quick, hair-raising one if you want it to be. So when I come to a complete stop I use the brakes, otherwise it's just modulating on the accelerator all the time. And there's a great deal of satisfaction knowing you're getting tax-free energy every time you come off that accelerator.
And of course currently throughout the UK it's free to charge.
Indeed.
In public places anyway.
And at your parents' house as well.